Hello, 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 hello. My name is Boyce, and I'm the author of Centipede, a trilogy, and I've decided to read to you today from one of the short stories entitled The Crapaud. Now, The Crapaud was inspired by my return to Barbados and my return to my childhood bedroom, actually, and a return to simpler times. I used to run around outside barefoot. I used to catch tadpoles, and I had a fascination with their metamorphosis. And so the story's protagonist goes through a metamorphosis which accompanies that of the tadpoles, okay? And so that this video doesn't go on too long because I have a tendency to talk a lot, let me just jump right in. The Crapaud. Last night, he came again, a Crapaud scratching at the window of my childhood bedroom. Some instinct calls him to my room, hermetically sealed from ceiling to floor by the window that cannot open to let in a breeze, but only allows my eyes to see out. A tomb so imbued with memories of self, they seem to be the sole substance of which I am now composed as I sleep for eternity. Soon after an old shoe is thrown behind me to put luck on my side at the 11+ examination, the first rain wakes me. One hand of a naked plaster Paris boy holds a cement clam shell in place above a face molded after Cupid's. The other hand is placed wrist akimbo, a pose that would have got him called more bulla if he were to come to life in the Van Stand or Swan Street. Grass grows green, soft and low, reaching outward from this nucleus of the garden and ripples towards the yellows, reds, purples, and orange that hedge the lawn and cascade over the wall that orders my mother's garden and separates it from the virgin land outside. Beyond the wall, descending, underbrush wheezing with grasshoppers, crickets, and dragonflies, had pushed its way out of the cracked earth overnight. In that wild place, two ponds are joined by a canal, exposing the land's unevenness. Rain had filled the ponds with enough water that they had become one, wide and deep, and a haven for a crowd of crapauds that make the surface of the water heave and splash. Around the edges, slime has settled, knitting together stems standing straight up. Black dots are embedded within, returning my gaze as if pits into which my reflected light falls and dimensions are inverted. My hands plunge to extract them. Next thing you know, you tumble in that nasty water and drown, because I don't know what calling you got down there, my mother would later say. The clamshell half fills as I empty my little plastic bucket. That summer, my baby creatures replaced television. After the black holes divided until contained by a jelly film, you noticed their small circular mouths opening and closing, wailing soundlessly between water's liquid and vapor states. They also possess gills and, as we all do during initial development, a tail. Before the morning dew evaporates, I adjust the water level and the cover of the clamshell to shield them from the sun's molten midday light and from the cattle egrets with their bottomless appetites. A week goes by. I stop refusing hard-boiled eggs for breakfast. They're exploring and putting their mouths on what grows on the clamshell's walls and on hard-boiled egg yolks. Just as I was taking breathing underwater for granted, they begin to gulp air at the surface and grow teeth. A few more weeks. I look down upon them against the background of my own reflection and notice legs under the skin. Sensing a significant change, I steal small pieces of meat from the fridge and also try them with an alive daddy-long-leg spider and my own fingers. They attack both like pot starvers. A pot starver is an emaciated dog, usually that has no owner and it's living on the streets, okay? I keep my secret, for surely they are nasty things that should be dashed away, not cared for. The changelings grow arms, and finally, the tails shrink, reabsorbed as a source of protein, I'd read. Even as they consume themselves, they are reborn, ceasing to be seen and not heard, becoming the unseen, heard, but rarely do you stop to listen. I'm just reading enough for you to get a little taste and hopefully be interested in reading the rest. And the rest can be found in the links somewhere on this page, hopefully below, but I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to post the video right now. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the story, and I just really want to thank you for supporting me. This is really important work for me because it's a part of a collection of LGBTQ stories, and it's a very rare thing, if not a thing at all, to see LGBTQ voices coming out of Barbados, okay? So thanks for your support, and until I do another one of these readings, you know, stay safe and enjoy living life to the fullest, right? Thank you. Bye. If I can find the stop on this, it would be fun.